guys. So today we're going to have some cool new learning, but before we do that, let's do our charts. So let's look at this first one and let's review. Can you both see it? Okay. Tent, moth, thrill, then, bath, then. Okay, are you ready? And go. Tent, moth, thrill, then, bath, then, mock, tent, then, thrill, then, bath, then, tent, bath, mock, thrill, tent. Don't lose it. You got it.
Thrill, moth, bath, thrill, then, moth, tent, moth, thrill, then, bath,
Then.
the moth.
Okay, good job. Okay, I'm just going to make a note right there. All right, so we are going to go ahead and blend. Ready? S,
West,
O, I,
flies,
G, A, B.
grab,
Good job. St, A,
stop,
O, A, M,
claim,
O, A, M.
lamp,
Awesome. All right. And then let's look at this recognition chart real quick and let's review it. Yipping, yells, yet, yaks, yam, yanking. Ready? I know this is a new one. Do you want to review it one more time? Yipping, yells, yet, yaks, yam, yanking. Ready? Go. Yipping, yells, yet, yaks, yam, yanking, yet, yanking, yipping, yam, yaks, yells, yet, yaks, yanking, yipping, yam, yaks, yam, yells, yipping, yanking, yet, yaks, yam, yanking, yells,
yapping, yanking,
yet, yaks, yam. Okay. Okay, good job. All right, so we do not have any handwriting today, but we do have our deck. So we're going to go ahead and review our decks. And are you ready? Okay, let's go. Closed syllable. Closed syllable ends in at least one consonant after one vowel. The vowel in a closed syllable is short, coated with a brief.
O, octopus, off. A, banana.
Yeah.
No,
A.
Apple. U, umbrella. I, itch.
Very good.
Consonants.
Consonants close the mouth. The sound is blocked or partially blocked
by the tickler lips. Valentine.
V.
Why you're here.
Uh-oh, it got stuck. I knew that was gonna happen, and I shuffled them too.
T dog C X box S socks S nose B bat H house K kite R rabbit L leaf O W Y
W. Wagon.
N nest N
Seek.
T table G goat F fish P pig open syllables
Open syllable ends in one vowel. The vowel in an open accented syllable is long, coated with a macron. Long vowels say their name.
I
Special situations.
have a mind of their own. A banana
A. Watch. Ah.
A
Consonant clusters. Consonant clusters are two or more adjacent letters that make one sound. Digraph TH, mother, th. Digraph TH, thimble.
Digraph CK,
Truck.
digraph
NG, king. Okay. Vowel pair.
syllables.
A vowel pair syllable has two adjacent vowels. Treat each pair with loving care. Digraph OO, book, O. Digraph EE, feet, E. Good job. Okay, real quick, we're a little behind, but that's okay. We're gonna go ahead and do our irregular words. Super quick. Ready?
The said say
Says.
says
We still get stuck on that one a little bit. That's okay. Don't.
or
Great.
to he for the
Awesome. Good job. Okay. Get your favorite writing utensil. And reminder with our spelling deck, remember I'm going to say the sound, you're going to repeat the sound, you're going to name the letter, and then name and write. That's the part we always forget. We're going to name and write. Okay, are you ready? Here we go. Yip.
Yip.
What's the letter? Very good. Oh. Ah. B.
C, comma, K,
K,
comma, C,
K,
comma,
K.
line.
Good
O,
job. K. Now name and write. C,
comma,
K, comma, C, K, comma, K. T,
T,
O. J.
J. J. J.
The.
TH.
Okay. The.
The. TH.
Mhm.
The.
Er.
R.
Ah.
O. F.
Ing.
N. G.
D.
D.
G. G.
G. H.
E. What? E.
E.
Okay, and how do we write it? E. Mm-hmm. W.
Y.
W. I didn't hear you name it. V.
V.
X.
S.
Mhm. Qu.
Q.
Q. M.
N.
Z.
S.
And what else?
And Y.
And the Z. Don't forget the Z. S. S.
S. S.
Banana.
A.
Okay. Yes, good job. Awesome. All right, so we have some new learning today. And I'm excited about this new learning. So go ahead and put those papers inside. And we are going to explore a new suffix. So tell me what you know about suffixes. What do we know about suffixes? Where do they go? What do we add them to?
We add them to our spelling test.
Yes, we do, but remember, suffixes are letters or groups of letters
Added
to the end of a base word. All right. So I want you to listen carefully to these words, and I want you to listen for what chunk do you hear in the final position. So I'm going to say the word, you're going to repeat it. Ready? Mended. Landed. Hinted. Acted. What did you hear in the final position of the word? Landed, mended, ed. Okay, yes, you heard ed at the end of the words. How do you think you're going to spell ed? How do you think you're going to spell ed? ID. Okay, well, let's find out. Watch carefully as I write the words on the board. And I think I'm going to use purple today. Okay. Mended. Landed. And I'm just going to pick one more. Acted. So what do you see?
ED.
They all have ed in the final position. So we need to figure out, if I took these ed off of there, is there still a base word? So let's find out. If I cover the ed, men. Is that still a base word?
Yes.
Mend, like I'm going to mend your broken heart.
No.
Mend. I had to mend my jeans when I tore them.
Mend.
So yes, that is a base word. Okay, and the word landed, if I covered the ED, is land a base word?
I landed.
Okay, but take the ED off.
ED.
Is land a base word?
Yes.
I can land the plane. What about enacted? If I took the ED off, is act a base word? Okay. So if the ED, when I put it back on, when I cover it, it leaves a base word. What do we know about the ED? It's going to be a?
It's going to be a suffix.
A suffix. So how do we code our suffixes?
We either underline.
No. What do we do with suffixes? We
Box
them. So I'm boxing our suffixes. ED is a suffix. Now, does this start with a vowel or a consonant?
ED. Vowel.
It's a vowel. The E is a vowel. So the letters ED at the end of these words are called a suffix. We know that a suffix is a letter or group of letters added to the end of a base word, and we code it with a box. The suffix ED is pronounced ed. What letters does suffix ed come after in these base words? So looking at this, what letter is before them? What do you see?
Before ED, we see E.
What letter do we see before?
Oh, we see D.
Okay, what letter do we see before here?
D.
And what do we see here?
T.
Very good. Suffix ed will come after a D or a T. Whenever suffix ed comes after D or T, it is pronounced ed. Ready? Let's say that again. Whenever suffix ed comes after D or T, it is pronounced ed. Let's say it again. Whenever suffix ed comes after D or T, it is pronounced ed. And I'm going to put that breve above there so we remember it's ed. Let's say that one more time. Whenever suffix ed comes after D or T, it is pronounced ed. Now, when I look at this suffix, I know that I have two kinds of suffixes, and you guys answered this for me, but I want to see. We have two kinds of suffixes. We can have a vowel suffix or a consonant suffix. Is suffix ed going to be a vowel suffix or a consonant suffix?
ED, consonant or vowel. ED.
What does it start with?
It has an E.
So it's a
Vowel.
So ed is a vowel suffix. Okay, so this is going to be called vowel suffix ed. All right, so what I want to remember is D or T, if it comes after, if ed comes after that, it is going to be pronounced, I'm going to move out of your way, Aaliyah, ed.
Ed.
So let's, one more time. Suffix ed after D or T is pronounced ed. Very good. So I'm going to put some more words on the board because we need to discover some stuff, and the purple marker is not doing it for me. So I'm going to try the black. Hopefully the black is in better condition. Let's hope. So I'm going to put these words on the board. Q, U,
Q, U, Q. Oh, Q, U. That's it. Q, U, W, right? I, L, A, D, D,
Okay.
E.
So let's look at these words. What do I need to do? What do you see? What do I need to do?
For the first one, we need a bridge for top of the
Let's
E.
find our vowels. Where are my vowels?
For vowels,
Uh-huh.
it's E.
U.
No, U.
I.
I talk by consonants.
That's an I. Where's my other vowel? Do I have another vowel?
Yes. Under the E.
Okay. So then, what do I notice here? What can I do? What do I need to do?
You can box it.
Why? Did we do a check?
Yes.
Do we need to do a check? Okay, so what am I checking? What am I covering?
You're covering the ED.
Okay, so I'm left with the word, with Q-U-I-L-T.
Q.
What? What is it? Let's see.
Quilt.
Quilt. Okay, and so is that a base word?
Quilt.
Mm-hmm. Yes?
Bigger.
Okay, so what's my ED gonna be?
Quilt.
Oh,
No.
well, is this a suffix?
No.
It's not? So if I cover ED, I have the word.
Oh, it is.
Okay, so I know that this is a closed syllable, right? Q-U-I-L-T is a closed syllable. So what do I know? Q-U always go together. They go together. So what do I know about that I?
The I makes
Is it long or short?
a
Is it an open or closed syllable?
open.
It's closed. And the I is short. Code it with a. Okay, so I've done that. So I'm left with what's that word? Prepare that and read that word. Quilt. Is quilt a base word? Yes. So if quilt is a base word, what do we know ED is?
It's a suffix.
Okay, so what do I need to do to it?
You need a box it.
And how am I going to pronounce it? Because it comes after what letter?
It comes after a T.
So what's this going to be? Let's code and prepare this word.
Quilt.
Ed.
Quilted.
Quilted. Okay, let's look at this one. Where are my vowels?
A.
Aaliyah, can you see? Where do I have another vowel?
Yes.
Where?
Under the E.
Okay. So what do you notice?
We notice that.
What do you notice?
We notice there's an ED and that
Okay.
if we cover the ED, it says add.
Okay. Is that a base word?
Add. Base word.
Remember, a base word is a plain word with nothing added to it.
Yes.
Okay, so let's go ahead and code that part real quick. ADD. What do we notice?
That it makes that it has a twin.
It has a twin.
Consonant.
So what am I gonna do?
We can cross one out.
Okay. We crossed it out, and you told me the ED is a what?
The ED is a suffix.
What am I gonna do to him?
You're gonna box it.
And remember, he says ed. So what am I gonna do here? Add. Open or close syllable?
Add. It will be a close syllable.
Okay, so my vowel is gonna be
Short.
coded with a,
three.
what sound does that vowel make?
The vowel makes a
Okay, so let's prepare that word.
added.
Very good. Okay, now let's look at this one, D-U-S-T-E-D. Where are my vowels?
The first one will be a U, and the second one will be under the E.
Okay. So,
And then we're gonna cover the ED.
okay. So I'm left with
D U
S-T, is that an open or closed syllable?
D U S T.
Is that an open or closed syllable?
Dust.
Close.
Close.
Close. So my vowel is
Short.
coated with a brie. What sound does he make?
The
So what's this word? What's that?
Dust.
Dust. Is dust a base word?
Dust. Yeah.
Okay. So then what does that make the ed?
Dusted.
Okay. So the ed is going to be a what?
The ed, but we will have to box it.
It's a suffix. And what letter does it come after?
A T.
So what do we know that E is going to say?
It's gonna say dust. Dusted.
Ed. So I need to put what above my E to remind me? A brie. So let's read these words again.
Quilted.
I
Quilted.
quilted a new blanket for my bed. Okay, let's look at this one. I added all my money to see if I could buy some candy.
Dusted.
I dusted my house because company was coming over. So I'm looking at this and I see quilted, added, dusted, and I need to figure out what it means. What does the suffix ed mean? Because we know that suffixes have meanings. So what does this one mean? If I said, I dusted my house yesterday, what did I do?
You dusted your house because.
So when did I do it?
Yesterday.
Okay. If I said, I added up all my money.
You added up all your money to the.
So what does it mean if I added?
Like you added more money.
Okay. What if I folded this paper right here?
Folded. I folded paper.
So what if I did this? I folded, right? So I folded this paper to make an airplane. What did I do?
You made a paper airplane.
But what did I do to the
folding
paper?
it.
I folded it. So did I do it right now? Am I doing it right now?
No. You are flying the airplane.
Okay, but I folded it. Is it happening right now?
Yeah.
Or did I already do it?
You already did it.
So if I dusted off my table and then you came over, am I doing it right now or did I already do it?
You already did it.
Okay. Yesterday I added up all my money. Did I do it right now?
You did it yesterday.
So it's already what?
It is already
It already happened. So what do we call something that already happened? Is it in the present or did it already pass?
It already passed.
So we would say that if we have the suffix ed, it means it already happened in the past. So let's look at our suffix card. Vowel suffix ed folded happened in the past. Okay, let's say it again. Vowel suffix ed folded happened in the
past.
Okay, your turn, say it.
Vowel suffix ed folded happened in the past.
Very good. So what does the suffix ed mean?
Ed
Happened.
happened in the past.
Very good. So what letters, let's just quick review, what letters have to come before ed to make it say ed?
Add or
What letters? So if the suffix ed comes after a T or a D, it says ed. All right. Very good. Okay. So I am going to add this into our word part deck. So I'm going to put it over here so I can add it in. Okay. Are you ready? We are going to then move into our reading practice. Okay, so get your favorite writing utensil. I would prefer it not be a highlighter, but that's just my preference. Okay, so remember, we're going to go one word at a time. Listen to Miss B so we can make sure we are staying together. Line 1, word 1, code and prepare.
Last.
Oh, I like how you checked that. Good job.
Last, if it comes with ed, it'll say last.
Okay, so are you coding it? Let me see you coding it. What do we do to code our suffixes?
We need to check before we code
Okay,
it.
and then how do we know that it's a suffix? What are we going to code our suffix with? What do we put around it?
What our suffix for the ed, we put a V under the E, and then we box it.
Okay,
and then
so I need to see you box it then. Okay. And ready, read. Lasted. Good job, Aaliyah. Okay, row 1, word 2. Code and prepare.
Test, and then we're gonna put E under there.
Okay.
A V under the E, then there's a T.
Ready, read.
Tested.
Good job. Okay, row 1, word 3. Code and prepare. You don't have to tell me out loud. You can do it in your head. Ready, read.
Quilted.
Good job. Okay, row 2, word 1. Code and prepare. Ready, read. Hinted. Good job. Okay, row 2, word 2. Code and prepare. Ready, read. Good job. Row 2, word 3. Code and prepare. I was about to tell you the word. Code and prepare. Don't let Miss B tell you the word. Ready, read. Grounded. Remember, when the ed comes after a T, it says ed. Okay, row 3. Code and prepare the entire row. I like how I'm seeing the suffix checks. Good job, good job. And ready, read the entire row.
Rested. Rented.
Good.
Nested.
Good job. Okay, row 4, prepare code if you need to. And ready, read the entire row.
Rested. Hunted. And dusted.
All right, and row 5, prepare code if you need to. Sift what?
Sifted.
Sifted.
Tilted. Added.
Good job. Okay, Ms. B is thinking of a word in line 3 that means something a bird did to lay its eggs. Nested. Good job. Ms. B is thinking of a word in line 5 that means to put everything together.
Added.
Okay. Ms. B's thinking of a word in line 1 that means I tried something to see if it tasted good.
Tested.
Okay, good job. I'm thinking of a word in line 2 that means I gave you clues about something. In line hinted. Good job. All right, so now what we're going to do is I'm going to show you the 2 words that we're adding to our deck, to our regular word deck. Or I was. What did I do with them?
What?
I had 2 new words to add to. There you go. Thank you, Aaliyah. They got squished over there. Okay, let's look at this word. Look at it again. Hinted and
landed.
Good job. Okay, so we're going to add those into our word deck, and let's review our word deck real quick. Maybe we will retire some words today. What do you think? Hopefully. Aaliyah, can you see them?
Yeah. Slept in.
Oh, are you? Eat.
Speed. Foot. Thing.
Tent. Stiffness.
3.
Okay, we're retiring 3.
Thankful.
Good job.
Zing. Exit.
Okay, I think we can retire exit.
Fox.
Okay, we'll retire fox. Best.
Helpful.
Good job.
Gulp.
Gulp.
Thankless.
We're going to keep it for just another round. Eel.
Fake.
Spotless.
Zesty. Wet. Vegetables.
Vocal. Hinted. Landed. Okay, we retired 2. None? Better than none, right?
Yep. I think
You think it was what?
more than 2.
You think it was more than 2?
Yeah. 3.
Well, in this case, I think it was just the 2, but we're working on it. It's okay. All right, so blank sheet of paper.
Oh.
Favorite writing tool. And we are going to do some spelling practice. Now remember, when we do our spelling practice, we look at our SOS chart. We look and listen. We repeat and segment. We name the letters. We name and write. And then we're going to read to check. So, are you ready? Here we go. Lasted. L-A-S-T. Okay, and let's check it. I'm gonna say the word again. Let's check it. Lasted. Lasted. Good job. Okay, next word. Tilted.
Tilted.
Ed. Okay. I want to hear it. Okay, I'm going to say the word again. Ready? Tilted. Let's check it. Ed. Good job. Okay, our next word. Printed.
Printed.
Ed. Okay. Okay, let's check it. Our word is printed. Are we missing a letter? Thank you. Good job for correcting it. D. Good job. And our last word, rusted.
Rusted.
Ed.
RUSTED.
Very good. Okay, let's check it. The word was rusted. Ed. Good job. Okay, put that to the side. And we are moving into our extended reading. So I have a question. Have you ever had to wait for something important? Yes? You've never had to wait for anything important?
No, I'm impatient.
You're impatient? So you don't wait?
No.
Okay, well that makes sense. But what if you did have to wait?
Yeah.
You ever had to wait and you're just like, oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What were you waiting for? Was it something fun? Okay. So, the story that we're going to read today has to do with having to wait. But before we read, I want to just go over a few vocabulary words. So the first word I want us to look for is this word. What does it mean to feel sad?
To feel sad is like you're going through a lot.
Okay, like maybe you're going through a lot. Okay.
That someone is being mean to me.
Okay, maybe somebody's being mean to you. So in that moment, you might be experiencing this word. Let's code it real quick. Do you notice anything in there?
Yes.
What do you notice?
I noticed NESS.
So what do I need to do? Think I need to do a suffix check? Okay, let's cover that. And do I have a base word?
Sad.
Sad? Is that a base word? Okay, so what am I going to do to this?
We're gonna box it.
Okay. Longy, shorty. Let's find our vowels. Where's my vowel?
A.
Okay. And where else?
E.
Okay, what else do you notice?
I see it's one consonant.
Okay. Let's open or close syllable.
Sad.
Close.
Sad, it's close.
So code it with that.
Ring.
What about ness?
Ness is close.
Uh-huh.
Code with the ring.
Okay, so what does it mean what is sadness?
Sadness.
The what?
Being like very sad.
Okay. Give me an example of a situation where somebody might have some sadness.
Somebody has some sadness because one of their family members passed away.
Okay, that would be a situation where we would feel sadness. Would we feel sadness if we won the lottery?
No.
Would we feel sadness if we broke our leg?
No.
You wouldn't be sad if you broke your leg?
Yes.
What if you were a softball player and you broke your leg and couldn't play the rest of the season?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, that would be sadness. Would we have sadness if we bought a new car? What if we won a year's worth of chocolate?
Yes.
You would be sad? Why would you feel sadness?
I like chocolate.
But what if you won it and you got free chocolate for a whole year? Would you be sad? Would you have sadness?
No.
No. Okay. Now there's some other words that I want us to review. This first one, or actually I want us to look at it. This first word. Let's look at this.
Bus.
Okay. Let's code it real quick.
You.
Is a what?
It's a vowel.
Okay. What comes after it?
Consonant.
Okay. So.
It's bus.
Okay.
It's close.
Uh-huh.
Short. Code of ring.
Okay. So what's my word?
Bus.
Okay. And then what about this word right here?
Stop.
Code it.
Stop.
O.
Okay. Followed by a.
Consonant. Stop. Close. Short. Code of ring.
Okay. And then I'm going to show you another word. We have seen this word before. This is one of our irregular words. I'm just going to write it on the board for us. But remember, it's an irregular word. C-O-M-E, come. We've seen this word several times before,
Yep.
so I don't think we need to code it, but we're going to remember it's irregular because normally we know that would be a long O, but in this case it's not, it's short. Okay, so I want to give you this new reader.
Just get to reading it.
We're gonna work on it together. We got it. I got it, sister. Okay, here you go. What is the title of this story? Let's look at it. Meg and the Bus. Okay. So remember when we read, this first time that we read, we're going to read to make sure we know the word. So I'm going to give you a quick second, and I want you to review this, go through it, kind of prepare it, and be ready to think. So just page 1. Kind of read through it in your head, prepare. All right. So Miss B is going to read, I'm going to read what is in the brackets, and you are going to read the regular print. Meg and the bus. It is early in the morning. Meg is waiting at the bus stop. The bus is late. Your turn.
Meg
Sits in
the
stillness.
stillness. Where is the bus? Look at the clock. Where is the bus? The bus needs to come here. Meg must get on the bus.
So what is Meg waiting for?
The bus.
Okay, so she's waiting for the bus. Page 2, go ahead and prepare real quick. And I'm gonna go ahead and read. Meg waits and wonders.
Where is the bus? Did the bus come? Did I miss the bus? Is the bus stuck? Will the bus come? Where is the bus?
So what is she doing right now?
She's waiting for the bus.
And is she waiting patiently? Or is she annoyed? Do you think she might be annoyed?
Maybe.
Annoyed? Okay, let's go ahead and read page 3. Meg feels helpless.
Meg
Feels
with
with
sadness. If the bus is not here, Meg can not get on. Look, Meg sees the bus. It is the bus. It is the bus. The bus is going fast. Will the bus stop? Will Meg get on the bus?
So what does Meg see finally?
The school bus.
Okay, the bus.
The bus.
Okay, let's go to page 4. Prepare.
The bus sees.
Okay, go ahead and read.
The bus sees Meg. The bus stops. Meg fills with gladness. Meg gets on the bus. Meg sits on the bus. The bus did come.
So what was Meg thinking about this whole time?
She thought it was late. She thought it got stuck. And she thought she thought
What did she think?
it was not going to come.
Okay. And then on the last page it says she fills with gladness. Why is she full of gladness?
Because she sees the bus now.
Okay. So I want you to go back to page 1. I want you to get your orange and your, I want you to get your orange colored pencil.
Right.
They should be. Do you have an orange one in there that's sharpened? They should be sharpened. When we code with orange, we use the orange for an exclamation mark and a question mark and quotation marks. So this time we're going to read focusing on the punctuation. If you have an exclamation mark, how do you read that? With what?
Line it up.
Yep. And are you just saying it or are you excited about it? Excited. Okay. All right. So let's look just at page 1. I want us to look at page 1, and this time we're going to focus on the punctuation. When we have a period, what do?
When we have a period,
You
we have to
stop.
stop.
Okay. If you have a comma, it's a quick pause. But if you have an exclamation mark, you're excited. And if there's a question mark, you ask it like you're asking a
Right. Or like a question.
Okay, so let's read page 1 again. I want to listen to you and I want you to focus on the punctuation. Ready?
Meg sits in the stillness.
Where is
The bus looks at the clock.
Oh, or she just look at the clock. Look at that as an exclamation mark. Look at the clock. Where is the bus? Keep going.
Where is the bus? The bus needs to come here. Meg must get on the bus.
Okay, so we are almost out of time. So real quick, we're going to read page 1 again. But this time, I want you to read it like you are Meg. And you are waiting for that bus.
Meg sits in the stillness.
Where is the bus?
Bus.
Look at the
Clock.
Where is the bus?
The bus needs to come
here.
here. There.
Meg.
Meg on the bus.
Okay, so, all right. You guys did good. Really quick. Why do you think Meg was in such a hurry to get on the bus?
Because she was late to school. She thought that she was going to be late to school.
Okay, I like that answer. All right, you guys did awesome. Let's go ahead and clean up our areas. Take your Meg and the bus with you, and you can practice it at home. And then once you clean up your area, we will get our treasure box.